Nintendo has announced Toy-Con! No, that's not a Nintendo-sponsored toy convention. Nor am I trying to say Joy-Con and I just have a speech impediment. I mean, I do have a speech impediment, but I suppress it surprisingly well. Toy-Con is essentially Google Cardboard plus Lego plus Nintendo Switch. But the only part of Google Cardboard that it is the cardboard part, so I could have chosen anything cardboard. So it's Nintendo Switch meets Lego meets Pizza Box. Now I almost hesitate to further describe what Toy-Con actually is because the associations you can make from Pizza Box, Nintendo Switch, and Lego, any association you make would be really cool. So maybe I should just leave it to your imagination. But I won't, because I'm really excited about this initiative. Toy-Con is basically a way to construct really cool things out of cardboard that incorporate the Nintendo Switch with a slant toward the educational. It's obviously gamifying. Nintendo is all about games, so it's going to maintain and be a game always. But it's about making it educational. So, for example, you can build a cardboard piano or a cardboard fishing rod, and it incorporates the Joy-Con controllers along with a screen to create really unique custom experiences, which is very, very, very cool. I'm really excited about this idea. In the same way that I was excited about Google Cardboard when it came out, because that was kind of Google's answer to VR on a budget, on an extreme budget, on such an extreme budget that it kind of made technology more accessible. It made it less mysterious. When you think, instead of paying, you know, $100, $200 for a VR headset, a dedicated VR headset or something like that, Google was saying with Google Cardboard, yeah, you don't need that. Really, to get the concept of VR and to get the idea of VR, all you really need is a smartphone, some magnifying glasses, and a phone, and you can get the concept. And that's really what I like about the idea for Toy-Con, is that it's not expensive peripherals that you have to buy necessarily, though I don't know the price point for cardboard. Perhaps Nintendo will charge a ton for cardboard. I don't know. But you don't hopefully have to spend a lot, yet you can still understand the mechanics and understand what it is that you're doing here. It's going to make education a lot more accessible to kids, which I think is an awesome idea. It's also going to open up the possibility for people to create their own custom Toy-Con templates out of cardboard, which is, again, extremely cool. I'm very excited about this. I'm excited to see where it goes. I'm excited to hear maybe your thoughts in the comments below about where this goes. There's so many cool things you can make with Nintendo Switch and cardboard. You can make a very content post-whole pizza eating Caleb. You could make a pretend TV dinner. Everything is food and Nintendo Switch related in my mind. I think smarter people out there will come up with some really, really cool ideas. People have already created cool ideas with 3D printing. You know, there's custom Joy-Con grips that people have created with 3D printers. It's kind of the same thing except more accessible than 3D printing, which is interesting because 3D printing in and of itself is meant to be a fairly accessible way to manufacture. So this is going to be very cool. I'm excited to see where it goes. As you can tell, I'm super excited about it. I just read the story at work and haven't really processed it fully yet, so I'm sure I'll come up with other things and start thinking of other things as time goes on. But I wanted to get my thoughts out there because this new sort of driving while talking initiative that I'm doing I'm really liking it. It's allowing me to think through stories, think through articles that I'm reading, think through topics on the cuff, and also create some content for you guys that you might appreciate and watch. I anticipate that this topic will be part of an upcoming episode of the Masters of Unlocking podcast, so please search for Masters of Unlocking podcast, subscribe. I co-host it along with Scott, VG Collectaholic, and we talk about various video game related news articles of the day, and we tend to get kind of in depth about these things. We really, really nerd out, so it's a good time, at least for us, providing the content, and hopefully a good time for you imbibing the content. Provider, imbiber.